Okay, so League just released a new cinematic, literally 2 minutes ago, so let's see it. Atashli's helmet.
The first lands.
Ionia is but a doorway.
Yes, come claim your prize in my world.
Listen to your puppet, LeBlanc. Besides, you have no host. And even if you did, the new Grand General would never approve another campaign in Ionia.
I have done your bidding. Bless me.
Losing our host was an unfortunate turn. As for the might of Noxus, it won't be necessary. A single whisper can cut deeper than 1,000 blades.
Wow.
To Ionia, then.
Okay, so the leaks were true. The next season is in Ionia. The next League season. Well, either way, the story continues and it's getting very, very intriguing. We all know by now that she's looking for a Darkin weapon, and well, Vladimir is not very happy about that idea. If you remember, she got the information from the Atakan after playing the Demon's End with Katashli. Katashli is the general who was basically fused with the demon. And she played the minigame only because she needed time to trap the demon, right? And after the minigame is over, there is a motion comic which plays out, and that's when she finds out about the location of the weapon. So based on what he says here, apparently Ionia is the gateway to another place where she is going to find the weapon, which is very interesting. Right here, when Vladimir mentions that they have no host, this is referring to the fact that they have no host for the Darkin, right? I'm very curious who was supposed to be the host. I have an idea, but I'm not so sure. Either way, she is right now in Ionia inspecting the Dreaming Pool. We know of that information from the Everywhere and Everyone storyline, which was released for LeBlanc. In the same story, we know that the Noxian forces are retreating from Ionia because they basically manipulated Darkwill to attack Ionia. But at the same time, right now they have a new Grand General who's Swain, and he, based on what they say, is not going to approve another invasion. I'm also very curious about the timeline. They do mention that there is a new Grand General. However, in the previous cinematic, Katarina uses her blink to teleport to a different location, right? And in her comic, she is able to teleport only 7 years after the fall of Darkwill. Is this 7 years after the fall of Darkwill? Most likely not, but at the same time, maybe they are going to use the words new Grand General if Swain has to first put down the rebellions before he can be called Grand General, right? And we know from the Katarina comic that rebellions are still going on 7 years after the fall of Darkwill. We'll have to wait and see for the next storyline, because maybe after that we'll get a better idea of the timeline. I probably missed a few things, but you can tell me in the comment section if you have a better idea, and you can also tell me your opinion about all of this. Thanks for watching.